Hey there everyone, Clifton here with Clifton Creative Academy, and in this video we're going to be talking about how to add a very stylish coming soon page to your website. Now, we have done a video before where we showed how to add a coming soon page to your website, and it was a free version. This version is the actual pro version, and we're actually going to be looking at coming soon pro. So, and this is a product from SeedProd, and I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to get this plugin. But this is a very powerful coming soon page plugin that does more than just showing a coming soon page. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So this is the website that we're going to be putting the coming soon page on. Okay, it's a very beautiful website, and if you're wondering how you can get a website like this, this is actually a free template from the Astra library. I'll leave a link below if you're looking for a theme framework to use for your projects. I highly recommend the Astra theme. It's a free theme. There is also a pro version of the Astra theme as well, but maybe we'll go through the differences in a different video. But anyway, just wanted to let you know where this beautiful template came from. Okay, great. So let's go ahead and get to the Coming Soon Pro. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to the dashboard. Now, currently this website is in Coming Soon mode, and we're using the free version. So if I go to plugins and I look at my installed plugins here, we'll see that we have the free version of Coming Soon Page Maintenance Mode by SeedProd. I'm going to deactivate that, and I'm going to delete this free version. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload the pro version. So I'm going to upload plugin, choose file, and here it is right here. Install and activate. Okay, so now I've activated it. I've put in my license key. Okay, and now we're ready to get started with creating our coming soon page. So the first thing that we want to do here is I want to look at going to the settings page. Okay, so right here is the link to go to the settings page. And there's a nice video here that does a little bit of an overview, but we're going to go a little bit deeper in our video here. Okay, so it's detecting that we have some settings coming from the free version. I'm going to say I don't want those settings, so I'm going to say no. All right. And right here, I'm going to go through what each of these sections do. So right here is where we can enable whether we are coming soon, whether we want to enable the maintenance mode or enable the redirect mode. Now, coming soon, if you enable coming soon, you're basically putting the maintenance page up, but you're letting the search engines know that you are still available so that they can crawl your site. If you put it in maintenance mode, you would be letting the search engines know that the site is unavailable and not to crawl your site. And then redirect mode is very simple. If somebody goes to the domain, it's going to redirect them anywhere that you want them to go, right? So if I select this, it offers me a redirect URL. Typically, I like to use the coming soon mode, the first option, because I usually want Google to know that my site exists. Okay, so we'll leave that there. In the next session, which are the advanced settings, you get to be able to disable the default excluded URLs or include URLs. So by default, URLs with the terms login, admin, dashboard, and accounts are already will be covered by the coming soon mode, coming soon page. So but here you can disable that if you want to, and then you can select actual URLs that you want to include. You can also choose where you want it to be included. Do you want it on the home page only, or do you want it on the entire website? So typically I leave this alone. These settings are fine. Now here is where the power of the pro version of coming soon mode from SeedProd exists versus the free version, and a lot of free versions out there. You can create a secret phrase, right? And that phrase is appended to a private URL, and it allows whoever has this URL to bypass the coming soon page and see the website. Now, the reason why this is powerful is because if you're building a website for a client, but you don't want the website to be publicly available, you can build the website fully and then create this bypass URL, send it to them, and they will be able to access the website without being stopped by the coming soon page. And you can even set a expiration for that time frame. So if you want to tell them, hey, you have to look at this within the next 10 hours, then you set that up here. The default is 2 days. And then you can enable bypass by cookies. So using cookies instead of creating a WordPress user for the bypass. This doesn't work on every site, but I think the best one to use is the URL. And then you can also do an access by IP. So you can say only the people from these IPs can see this website. It's also pretty powerful. All right. If we go to the top here, we have a tab for landing pages. And here you can actually create a landing page in the Seed Prod Coming Soon Page Pro, which is pretty cool. Then the third tab are subscribers. So you can actually put a form in the front end of your Coming Soon page, and if people can actually sign up to get notified when the website becomes available. It's quite powerful stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and start configuring our Coming Soon page. Okay, so if I were to, first of all, I'm going to save all changes here. Okay, great. It's all saved. Make sure everything's saved correctly. Okay, great. Then I'm going to go here and I'm going to edit the Coming Soon maintenance page. Awesome. So if we look here now, okay, in the Pro version of Coming Soon Page Pro, there are a number of great templates that you can select. You don't even have to create your own. You can create your own if you want to, right? So we have a blank template right here where you can start from scratch, and we'll look at doing that. But you can also just select one here that is appropriate. So let's say you're building a website for a pet shop. Well, this would be a great appropriate one to use here, called the doghouse. Okay, so very, very beautiful templates here that you can use, and this is the benefit of using the using the Pro version of Coming Soon Page Pro. So I really like this doghouse one, but we're not doing a pet website. We're going to use this one, which seems to match the colors of our existing websites. So we're going to click on this retro work here. And now you're in the editing interface. Okay, when you first get to the editing interface, on the left-hand side will be all your editing tools, and on the right-hand side is a preview of what everything looks like. Okay, so we have here in a preview, we've got a nice, beautiful image. We have a Coming Soon heading, and then a little message, and then an opt-in box for people to get notified. Okay, so let's go through each section here. So on the left-hand side here, we have the theme. So we've selected a theme, but let's say you wanted a different theme, then you would be able to change that theme right here. And then next will be the content. So right now it says the page name is called Coming Soon Page. So, you know, maybe if this was I believe this is a Windows and Doors website, so I might say this is Clifton's Windows and Doors installation websites. Okay, this is the page name that you will see in the top tab of the site. Then we have a logo that you can place in there. So I'm going to go ahead and choose an image for my logo. Okay, I believe this here is a logo. We can't see it because it's so dark, but you know what? Let's pick something we can actually see. Let's use this one. This one's bigger. Let's use a bigger one. Great. Okay, it's actually a logo. So we're going to insert this in there. Okay, and you can see it right here. Right now, because we're using this background, which is a photo, it doesn't look very clear, but we can fix that. Okay, so now we've selected our logo. Okay, then the headline, Coming Soon. So I might want to change this to say our website is coming soon. Get ready, something really cool is coming. That's fine. And that looks great. I'm going to go ahead and close this. Then we look at the background settings. So in the background settings, we've got the background color of white. We're using a stock image. We can choose an image or we can select a stock image. So when I say select a stock image, if I click here, it actually pulls in images from Unsplash. I can select any image that I want. I can even search for an image. So if I search for window, search, it pulls in the window images for me. Okay, pretty powerful. You don't even have to worry about having your own image. Okay, so I can from here basically select any image that I like. Now I happen to like the image that the template already comes with. So I really like this image already, so that's fine. The background advanced settings are already enabled. Background color overlay is enabled. So this is where we can start playing with the background color overlay. So right now I might want to add a little more, say a little more olivey greeny, a little darker, a little lighter here, which is allowing my logo now to show a little bit better. Okay, so there we go. And let's wash that out even more. Great. I think this is a very good balance right here. Maybe a little bit darker, a little bit darker. Right there. It's perfect. Excellent. You can still read the text and you can see the logo. Okay. Background cover size is fine. Background repeat is fine. Background position is fine. The fixed attachment is also fine. And then you can even add a slideshow. So if you wanted more than one image, you can do that, or you can use a background video. We're not going to use any of that, but they're great options here. Then the content container. Okay. So the content container right now is set to being transparent. And if you notice, this writing is white, but you can choose to have your content container not be transparent and choose a color that you want. Okay, so if I wanted a dark color, a darker color, I can choose that. And I can choose the transparency of what it will be, right? Look at that. So even that looks really great. Okay, all this looks really nice. Okay, so I'm just going to put a subtle container there. Very subtle. Okay, a little design trick there. All right, and then these are all the settings for what you want to do with this. So if I want the radius, more of a radius, I can do that, which tends to make things look a lot nicer, a lot softer. And the width is fine for me. Okay, so I'm going to close this. Then we have our element colors. So element colors here are this dominant green and the gray. I'm going to leave that alone. Typography, we're using Roboto, which is a nice typography, but you can change your typography here and make it anything that you want, okay, for each element that is text. And then email form settings. So you can actually disable this if you don't want to use an email form, okay, so I've disabled it, or you can leave it on if you want people to opt in, all right. You can add that you want a first name, right? You can add that you want a first name or require a first name in there if you want, or email. I typically just like to ask for email, make it easy for people. And then we can do an opt-in confirmation box. Yeah, yes, please send me the marketing emails. So they have to check the box in order to be able to send that notification. This gives you a much cleaner list. Okay. And then where do you want to save your subscribers to? So you can see here, this integrates with a number of email marketing platforms. Okay. It even integrates with some WordPress plugin forms if you want to put it in a direct database. Okay. Or you could just put it in the WordPress database that comes with the plugin. Okay. And then once people opt in, what do you want to say? Hey, thank you. That's fine. And our email form settings are already set. Contact form settings are here. You can enable a contact form. I typically don't recommend enabling a contact form on your coming soon page. I like to give people just one option, and the option is just for them to go ahead and opt in to get notified. But if that's something that you want to do, you can do that right here, and then put in the emails that you want the contact information to get sent to. So, but we're going to leave that alone. Social profiles. Now, social profiles can be very important. So you can enable your social profiles here. And the way you do that is you enable social profiles and then you add profile links. So you come here and you select your icon. So let's say I have Facebook and I'm going to do Facebook. I'm going to add another one, Twitter. And let's also add YouTube, of course. Okay. And we'll leave the color as white, or if you want to be more matchy, you can make it green, right? So similar green there. All right, and then we can increase the size. So we want this to be twice as big, maybe 3 times as big as it is right now. Okay. All right, and then, or you could do social share buttons. Now, social share buttons are different from the links because they basically just have you share the page. Okay, so I can say I want it on the front page, and my social share buttons will appear, and then I just pick the ones that I want, right? Pick all of these. And then I'll have social share buttons. So you can see how Coming Soon Pro really allows you to have a much more effective Coming Soon page. So it's not just people landing on the Coming Soon page and seeing that it's coming soon. There's actually some interactivity, things that they can do while they're on there. Okay. So I'm just making some adjustments here. And then the other thing that you can add is a countdown. You can enable a countdown. So if you know when your website is going to be launched, so let's say this website is going to be launched a week from now, I'm going to go ahead and select that. And you can even set it to automatically come down once the time has reached. It's very powerful. You know, it's a little bit of automation here. So once the timer gets to 0, when someone visits the site, then they will see the actual website. Okay. And you can see how beautiful our Coming Soon page is starting to look as we add more things to it. Then progress bar. What if you want to show them how far you've gone with the website? Okay. So on this one, we could put a start date of, let's say, the 28th of July, and the end date is the 28th of August. We're 21% complete with our website. Okay. Then you have footer credit settings. You can customize the text that shows up everywhere in this plugin, and then you can also add some custom CSS and even advanced scripts. Right. So once we're happy with our Coming Soon page, we can go ahead and save it. Okay. And then we can see what it looks like on mobile. So here's what it looks like on mobile. Very nice. Right. Very, very nice. And here's what it looks like on desktop. Okay. So once we save this, we go back to settings. Okay. And we'll do the same thing that we did the last time. We will open up our incognito window here. So as you can see, when we visit this as a site visitor, we're presented with a beautiful Coming Soon page that's way more dynamic than the free version, with a lot of interactivity. So I can subscribe here, I can see the progress of the website, and there's some anticipation created here, and then I can also interact with social media. Okay, so that concludes our video for the pro version of Coming Soon Page Pro from SeedProd. There is a link in the description if you'd like to pick up this plugin. I highly recommend it that you do. And if you really like this video and it was helpful to you, go ahead and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and smash the notification bell there to get notified when we release new videos. We'd really appreciate that. And leave us a comment if there's something that you'd like to learn, if there's a tutorial that you'd like us to create for you, explaining something to do with WordPress or plugins, or something that you're trying to build. Let us know, and maybe we'll create that video for you. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.